Stag Lord has been dealt with. We will return back to Oleg's place. But first, we really need to rest because Christian is all out of heals and we are not in any sort of fighting condition in case someone attacks us on the road. Party meal begin resting.
You are so strong and noble, Valerie. Sometimes when I see you fighting, I think of Sarenrae and her battle against Rovagug.
That's the greatest compliment I've ever heard in my life. I swear by it. And I've heard a great many compliments.
And we got here in the end. Let's see here. Journal will fail in 61 days and 4 hours. Well, it didn't. Oh, hello. Valerie catches up with you near the trading post and touches you on the shoulder. Cavir, can I talk to you? Now that Stag Lord is defeated, you rightfully own the stolen lands. Jamandi Aldori will endorse you and grant you the Baron's title. What will you do when you sit on the throne, Cavir? Please don't say you haven't thought about it. There's enough work to do in the stolen lands, running off bandits, founding a state, protecting the common people. To be honest, I didn't expect any other answer from you. You are a noble person, Cavir, and I am glad I can serve the good of your state. That's nice of you, Valerie. That's nice of you.
All according to plan.
And Oleg is here. Let's see, we have something to do, and that is, of course, the loot. Masterwork longbow. Type. Oh. Hello. There. This is a longbow. Yes, I'll take that. Thank you. And the armor. Have it. That's already better. Woodlands ages 5 and max dexterity 5 and armor check penalty 0. Yes, thank you very much. That is what I wanted. Though I do not benefit from it right now because I'm exhausted. You don't get a thing from here, right? No. No magical weapons for you. And no magical armor for you. Now, we might have something for Lindsay. Why do we have standard leather armor? I don't know. That's too heavy. That's way too heavy. You can keep it. And nothing magical for you either. You already have this one. And for Amiri... Oh! Hello. See, Great Sword does more damage, but Great Club is a +2 weapon. 3 to 13, 3 to 12, 7. Well, Great Sword still makes more damage, so... Okay. Light Hammer. No. Unfortunately, nothing. Need at least 6. Oh, this is already better. Because it is lighter. Lighter than the standard breastplate. Reduces her armor check penalty as well. Right? Right. And Valerie. I fear we have nothing to you. And we do not have anything to you. But to you we should have something. Oh. 6. The standard breastplate is already better. Yeah, unfortunately, so. Hold on. Well, it's slightly better because it's lighter and yeah, reduce his armor check penalty. And we have nothing, absolutely nothing. So all of this can be sold. Is this two-handed weapon? Hold on. No, it's still better. And then we have this stuff. Block of resistance, already got it. Dodge bonus, I rather keep that because I already have dodge. And boots of Elvenkind, mobility. Thank you. Those are mine. Cloak of Winter Veil, +1 resistance bonus on all saving throws and cold resistance 10. And that's better. Okay. Oh, I'm not done yet. Lesser Press of Archery. See, I could use these. I'll take them because I'm every now and then using that, but I might actually give them to Tristan or someone else. Now, did you have any sort of... Nope. Not? No. You. And... natural armor. He is our tank. Stag helmet. This helmet focuses players' attention on the weak points of enemies, giving +1 insight bonus to attack rolls against flat-footed and flanked targets. Let's see how it looks. And let's get back to Amir. Hello. Absolutely no question about that. So, who else is on front lines? Maybe we should give it Arhi. Here. Okay. We are done. Time to sell. A whole lot of junk to you, my friend. A whole lot of junk. And Akri +2. Let's keep that. And let's actually keep those for a while. That is pointless. That one. Oh. Let's not sell that thing. That. Those either. That's money. A lot of it. And so we have rested. It is time to move on. The Stag Lord's gone. We found his fortress and sent the villain to oblivion. And that we did. And good riddance. Maybe now we'll be able to actually live in the Stolen Lands rather than just surviving. Without a doubt, more people will flock here now. It'll surely boost trade, but all the noise they'll bring with them, well, that's none of your concern. I bet you can't wait to return to Restov and report your great victory. Restov awaits! I plan to set off right away. The fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait until it burns off completely. In the meantime, I'll gather some supplies for your journey to make sure you can enjoy your trip back to Restov.
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the Stolen Lands and return with the Stag Lord's head, but I knew you could handle it. You've pulled it off even faster than I expected. Very good. We were short of time, and these months you've won for us proved very useful. Lord Mayor Selemius especially appreciated it, and asked me to give you this little token of gratitude.
It took us less than a month to deal with this guy. We had 3 months and it took us less than a month. We were on track.
Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society of Restov, and even Natala Surtova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler. But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections. Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Cavir Aldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Cavir, a young half-orc with impeachable pose, performs a textbook perfect bow. Spelling. Jamandi, just what kind of game are you playing? I think I have the right to know.
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
Let's take the long route. What do I need to know about the history of Brevoy?
What's now called Brevoy was originally 2 different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Korol the Conqueror showed up and united the 2 states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal.
Oh.
The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Surtova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Aldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Korol the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
Right then, so there are deeper political concerns. What do I need to know about the current political atmosphere?
We, the Aldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the royal house Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back. But open confrontation was out of the question. But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty. And the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be. Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Surtova, the former kings of Issia. But their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now, Surtova and Aldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood, but peace between us is also out of the question.
I see. You are placing me on a hot seat between them, right? What role do I play in your plans?
Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Issians hold over us is humiliating and costly. And the Surtovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going?
Yes, I do. As I mentioned, you are placing me on a hot seat. Thank you. Maybe.
The stolen lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, if some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Mager Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, the inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
Okay, that is a very, very bold plan. She has absolutely no guarantees that we would not turn against her and move to support Surtova, so this must really be some sort of edgy plan. Is she a bit desperate? Or is she just trusting so much that she can control us, or that we will support her because she sort of granted us these lands? Interesting play here, very interesting play. Don't the Swordlords have any other foreign allies capable of playing this role?
We hope to get some help from the Maivani Aldori, the descendants of the Swordlords who have fled from Koral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Isians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere.
Interesting. Now, Cavir is a rogue, and his rogue senses are tingling very hard right now. What part does Restov play in this game?
Restov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Swordlords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius.
If Natala is already here, why did she let you grant me the title? A good question.
Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings. But she's a Surtova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a baron, it means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. Let's consider how she could do so.
Yes, let's consider.
Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate and she doesn't want a war. In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Isians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view, and truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Surtovas. The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side. If war breaks out and at least one of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies. That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Isians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Surtovas, no matter what promises they make you. Any deal with the noble houses is a deal with devils.
Because Aldori is not, in fact, an unified noble house. You are Swordlords. Aldori is not a family name, it is a name that you have taken after you have completed your path and became an Aldori Swordlord. As I was going to do, actually, I was Aldori Defender before I went rogue and started my life as an adventurer. True. What happens next?
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game. And today, you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players.
Thank you. for the explanation.
I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake.
Oh, I do. I do. Do you already know about my encounter with Tartuccio?
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
I don't need an envoy. Of course I need an envoy. At least someone to keep my eye on. Thank you. I'm going to speak with the guests.
Enjoy your evening. When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
I will. A banquet? Plenty of familiar names: Amiri, Tristian, Chethel, Maker Warren. Let's go and say hello to him first. He should be the mercenary captain who took the land right next to me, I believe. Maker Warren. This man is obviously more comfortable on the battlefield than in the company of nobles. He is well built, but the expensive waistcoat he is wearing doesn't quite fit properly, as though it was borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face, and his dark hair is thrown into an unkempt ponytail with a few streaks of grey running through it. He greets you with a broad smile and a firm handshake. Let me introduce myself. I'm Maker Warren, the new ruler of Dunstwar, your neighbor to the east. Like you, I'm about to be a baron. Great job with the Stag Lord, by the way, that everyone could exterminate a whole can of bandits with such a small team. Oh yeah, thank you very much. Dunsward, the frontier region known as Dunsward on the easternmost side of the Stolen Lands, borders the steppes of Casmeron. Dunsward is characterized by low, grassy plains, circled by mountain ranges, and is dotted with the ancient structures of lost civilizations. Long ago, a bustling empire reigned over these lands. Nowadays, all that remains of that ancient glory are crumbling ruins and the half-destroyed world of alien wisdom that are inscribed on the walls of unknown tombs. Sounds like a cheerful place. How did you earn the title of Baron? Truth to be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jamandi and Aldori needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I'm the captain of a mercenary team, if that wasn't clear. Warning host, have you heard of us? No? No matter. We've done work for Jamandi before. This time the task was simple. We just waltzed into an area, cleared it of the most brazen monsters and built a small fort to hold the place. And for that, a barony and land to own. It was a dream job. I bet. How do you feel being a noble? Like a pheasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters, but this is the first time I've so strongly felt like turning away could get me eaten. See that lad? Baron Drelu. He's not like us. Who knows what generation of Baron he is? He didn't even shake my hand. You and me, we are like dirt beneath his boots. That's why those like us, the newly made nobility, need to stick together. Otherwise, he'd take my land and yours in the blink of an eye. Goodbye. Once you're settled in, come pay us a visit. Will do. Gatal. Right. Don't show us real festivities, you cheerful undead lady. Pour up the brim so that oh must be drunk. Oh, forgot the line. Oh, Keston, hello. Well, Tartuccio, will scum, and how did we? Maybe I had one too many. Hey, Amiri, do you enjoy? Their wine is alright, nice and strong, but the appetizers, barely a mouthful. Christian, these people are not just celebrating, it seems your feat has given them new hope. Well, that's nice to hear. Oh, hello.
Will you drink with me?
I remember you. Oh, this is Kaesi, the weird girl. Of course. Well, the beauty.
To beauty. It sweetens our happy days and brings solace to our dark and sorrowful ones. But jokes aside, I came to apologize. I know the words I said in our conversation with Lady Aldori might have offended you, but this was not my intention. The lessons life has dealt me were not easy. I've learned to be wary of new acquaintances, which is why I've refused to join your party. I hope you will forgive me for this weakness and for my harsh words. And I hope you will hear me out, for I have something to tell you.
Right. I will hear you out, but I also remember something. You did not remember me. Kaesi helped us during the attack, but when we arrived to Jamandi's hall, she said she has never met me. And her eyes were glowing blue. Now they are glowing red. You are a weird tiefling woman. No need to apologize. I don't expect everyone I meet to immediately fall under my charms and entrust me with all their secrets. Yeah, that's a line that Cavir would use.
How amusing. Usually those who don't seek affection are the very ones who receive it. Anyway, enough sweet talk. There is something important I wanted to tell you.
Well, go on.
As it happens, I came across some very valuable information. What brave conqueror of these wild lands wouldn't be intrigued by news of an ancient shrine, possibly full of great treasures? A place such as this was discovered by my old friends from Cavir, and it just so happens to be located in the lands that today become rightfully yours. My friends lack the courage to enter the shrine and seek the treasure, but what will stop us? We who know the taste of battle and have been singed by the same fire.
Yeah, we did run through the same fire. How nice that you remember it now. Well, what could be better than a treasure hunt? I'm ready, though I do not trust you entirely.
I'm sure you'd like to finally gain your official title and celebrate your victory. And I don't like noisy parties and ceremonies. Find me when you return to your dominion. I'll rent a house in your capital. We can discuss the details of our expedition there.
My capital? Kaesi, do you know something that I don't? I have a capital?
So long, friend. I'll call you so today because soon enough, all you'll be hearing is, Your Grace, Your Grace, Your Grace.
Yeah, that's very nice of you. I still do not entirely trust you, Natalia Surtova. Now let's keep the tongue right in the middle of my mouth, between my cheeks and behind my teeth. Natalia Surtova, you were not only tough but quick. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it while you can. She's already starting. What do you think awaits me? I'm not going to test her threats. Nothing good, I fear. The Aldori, our dearest friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume. You see, they are preparing to separate from Brevoy. It will not be a peaceful process. They lack of strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the civil war breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike from Brevoy's forces. Perhaps they erect a memorial stone in independent Restov to your honor. Well, I wouldn't count on even that, really. Aha. Political games. What would you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be to align yourself with the lawful rulers of Brevoy, the noble houses. The Aldori won't dare to rebel, knowing they will immediately become entrapped. You could help Brevoy avoid a civil war while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your lands. I believe Jamandi has already attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary. I'm guessing her low-born stepson, the green-skinned boy, Casil. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Sorinda Merev, an experienced diplomat who's more familiar with Brevoy's politics than any brawler could be. I would be happy to help you establish diplomatic relations with Brevoy. No. I'll consider your proposal. Think on it. Do not make any hasty decisions. No. I already made my decision, and it was well informed.
As it should be.
It looks like someone who says, no. Who are you? A swanky geek. A handsome man with a weather-beaten face grabs your hand tightly in his rough, calloused palms. Unlike the rest of the quest, in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a holy symbol of Erastil made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Congratulations on your victory! Allow me to introduce myself. I am Evansky Geek, High Priest of Erastil in Restov. Oh, let's try diplomacy. Bringing law into the stolen lands is a difficult endeavor. I would be grateful for any help you could spare. I succeeded. This is a truly noble undertaking. I believe our community will be able to provide you with reasonable assistance. We will help you construct a shrine in your capital free of charge. Thank you. Do many people in Restov venerate Erastil? There were many gods in Restov. They pray for Abadar, patron of cities, the Parasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some more rare cults, but there's no denying that the Stag Lord has the Stag God has the largest congregation here, and no wonder. People here have lived of farming and hunting for centuries. You dressed surprisingly simply for such a festive occasion. The noble dress in silks and satins to stand out from the poor. A priest wears a simple robe to stand out from the nobles. Good point. It was an honor to meet you. Goodbye. Rustil keep you. Hey, do you two have something to say? Ah, to victory, to freedom, bottoms up, yes! Right, Eklar, they're delicious. Okay. And Hannes Telu. This man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath them. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Hannes Telu. And you must be the Stag Lord's butcher. I am sorry, I quite forgot your name, but you took out the Stag Lord and his gang, and so Sword Lord Jamandi is granting you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations. My lands lie to west of yours. I suppose we're neighbors now. Yes, I defeated the Stag Lord. Pray tell, what did you do to deserve your new dominion? I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi would have simply given all the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons, of the likes of you and Orn. So you have no army and no special merits. You were just given land for being pretty. Under the circumstances, I'd have you whipped for such words. But let's not ruin Lady Aldori's celebration. If you want so badly to measure merits, we can do so another time. Goodbye. Oh, did I make a mistake there? I might have made a mistake. Harim, what do you have to say? Faced in times of pestilence, a ludicrous attempt to sink into revere. Digress from contemplating one's own insignificance. You are a very, very cheerful. And finally, Valerie. Truth to be told, I'm not really comfortable here. I lost my taste for high society.
In due time.
And this is it. Here we are. So, Lady Jamandi, I am ready.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
Yes, I have had few quite interesting talks. I'd like to speak with the quests. No, before we begin, I'd like to talk about the envoy I'll be taking with me.
My apprentice, Cavir Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Chandra Merveille was an older lady. It is not bad, but she looked like she would smack the beer out of my hand, so no. Cavir Aldori, yes, that is my decision.
Whatever you choose, I won't argue. But you must choose your inner circle with the utmost care.
Yes, I just did. I am ready for the ceremony.
Excellent. Stand here. Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.